Nirvana, if you remember, which I hope all you in grade do, but do you remember the first time we ever met, or, well, the first time you've been with, you know? Wow, Dragon, this is your new card that you just pulled? It looks so cool. You have Charmander on this one. It looks so cool. Thank you guys. Well, there's a reason why I called you guys here in the first place anyway. Oh, what's that? Yeah. You see, as you know, I'm in the finals of the regionals, and today is the finals of the regionals, so I wanted you guys to be there in my corner. AKA, you guys get front row seats to my victory as regionals champion. Oh, that's so cool. I can't believe we're gonna be in front row seats, but aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself though? Again, you are taking on Link, who's been undefeated during this tournament. True, but I've also been undefeated thanks to me, my Marina, and Nirvana. Oh well, my entire deck as a whole. Again, I always pray to them, and they answer all of my prayers. Yeah, every time you always get back into a corner, you always somehow luck out. Or well, your deck answers your prayers. It's like you're one with them. Exactly, Finnegan. It's because they're not just cards or beings from Crate. Or well, they are beings from Crate, but they do have their own feelings and emotions. So if I pray to them and sense their emotions, then well, they can sense mine. That's how connected we are. So cool and inspirational, as always. Yeah, so cool and inspirational. Well, Finnegan, let's get going. Yeah, we'll meet you there, Dragonair. Okay, you two, I'll meet you guys there, and you guys get to watch me be Link. Huh? Whoa, it's you. What are you doing here? Can't believe we're here, Finnegan. This is awesome. I can't wait to see our teacher go at it. You and me both. It's so exciting to see Dragonair up close like this. And plus, she is gonna win this, right? Knowing her, I know she'll win. Okay, is this thing on? Oh, we're live. Okay, hello all you card fighters. It is I, the Ink Demon Bindi. I am going to be your announcer. As today, we have a beautiful card fight between the two regional finalists. We have Dragonair, who has been undefeated since this tournament has started, versus the hero of our time, Link. Both of these card fighters have very special decks unique to them. Some could say that their decks represent themselves. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Dragonair, Link, start us off. Stand up, my Vanguard. The Vanguard. Sunrise Egg. Knight of Heavily Bow Base. Well, mine, Link, I'll be starting us off first. So I'll draw. And let's start things off first by... First, I'm going to discard a card and go into my right deck to ride into my Blaze Maiden Reno. Next, I'm going to call one Trickstar in the back row, in the back of Reno, and one to the back as well, right next to that Trickstar. And I'll pass to you. That was a turn. Well then, my turn. I draw. And well, like you, I'm gonna discard one card to ride Knight of Heavily Sword Fort. And since I went second, I draw an extra card. Next, I'll call two Lizanas. Now then, it's time for me to battle. First, Lasagna is going to attack your Vanguard. That I won't guard. Damage check. No trigger. Knight of Heavenly Sword Fort attacks. I won't guard that one. Now then, drive check. First, drive check, no trigger. The attack goes through. Damage check. No trigger. You're already at 2 damage. Well, actually now 3 because my third Lasagna will attack your Vanguard. I won't guard. Well then, damage check. Damage check. Heal trigger. Power to my Vanguard, and I heal one. Guess I'll end my turn there. Shamoli, everyone! Did you see that? Just like that, 3 attacks. No guards to 2 of them. No guards to all 3 of them. And she only walked away with 2 damage. How would she come back from that? Seriously, Bendy, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. Again, it's still the start of the entire card fight. Other than that, I will draw a card. And looks like my prayers have been answered. I'll discard a card and ride Blaze Maiden Ryu. Activating Reno's skill, I search my deck up for 1 Trickstar card, which I see right there, and I add it to my hand. Next, I will move my Trickstar to the front, and I think the crowd and Bendy knows what time it is. It's overdress time. That's right, crowd. It's overdress time. As Trickstar, I overdress Trickstar into Virena Arcs. Virena Arcs' skill. You see, by counterblasting 1, I get to draw 2 cards, and Arcs gains plus 5k power, which is making it up to 1500, having 1500 power in total. Now then, it's time to battle. Boost from Trickstar, Ryu attacks your Vanguard. I won't guard it. Drive check. No trigger. Damage check. No trigger. Now then, Virena Arcs attacks the Vanguard. I won't guard. Damage check. No trigger. And just like that, I'll end my turn. Impressive. But now it's my turn. I stand all of my units and draw. I discard a card and ride Knight of Heavenly Spear Rooks, and that triggers Fort's effect. When Fort is rolled upon Rooks, I get to reveal 2 Great 3s, and I get to reveal the top card of my deck. And would you know it, the top card is Bastion, and I get to call it So I retire my Lasagna for Bastion. Oh dear. Oh dear is correct because I'm not done yet. I move Lasagna to the back row and I call Knight of Heavily Spear Rooks. And it's time to battle. First, Rooks attacks the Vanguard. Guard or no guard? I won't guard it. Good. Now then, drive check. No trigger. Damage check. Critical trigger. All effects to my Vanguard. Bastion attacks your Virina Arcs. Now that, I'm not gonna let you hit Virina Arcs. Guard. Fell for my trap. What? Bastion wasn't gonna really make a dent on Virina because I knew you were gonna guard it. Because I knew you were gonna guard. Knew you had 15k, a 15,000 shield. So, in that case, I got rid of it. So now, boost from Lasagna. Rooks attacks your arcs. Fine, it goes through. With that ends my turn. My fans, it seems like Link has truly tricked the dearly beloved Dragonair. How will she combat losing her Virina Arcs? Easy. I have belief in my deck, and my deck has belief in me. So then, I stand and draw. Just as I wanted. I'll discard one card and ride. The dragon now will answer all my prayers. I call upon you to answer this one prayer and help me win this card fight. Rise from the ashes and hatch from what you came from the Dragon Empire. Ride. Chakra Burfi, Divine Dragon Nirvana. Ladies and gentlemen, she just pulled out her ace in the hole, her Vanguard, Nirvana. How will Link respond to this? Let's see what you got. After all, I'm ahead by 1 damage. True, but I'm gonna finish this here and now. So, I'm activating Reuse skill when it's rolled upon Nirvana. I Soul Blast 1, and I search for 1 Virina card. And I'm gonna choose the one that I see right where my order card is at. I'll add Virina Arcs. Next, Nirvana skill. I'll discard a card to resurrect a certain Trick Star, because I call it back to my rear. Or rather, Superior call it from my drop to my rear. Next, I overdress Trick Star into Virina Arcs. And you should know Virina Arcs' skill already. By counterblasting 1, not only I draw 2 new cards, but Arcs gets 5k power. Now then, it's time to battle. First things first, boost from Trick Star Nirvana attacks. I won't guard it. Drive check. First check. Critical trigger. Power to arcs. The crit goes to Nirvana. Second check. No trigger. Seriously, a crit? I should have guarded when I had the chance, but I don't want to waste it. Not yet. Fine. Damage check. First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. Arcs attacks your Vanguard. Damn it, no guard. Damage check. Critical trigger. Power to my rooks. Critical to rooks as well. I end my turn. See that, everyone? Did you see that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm shocked. Just like that, Dragonair has somehow, someway done the undonable. In one fatal swoop, she just took Link from 2 damage to 5 damage. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dragonair for you. But let's see how Link will respond to this. How will Link counter against such power? You got lucky. But luck has nothing to do. Luck has nothing to do with Vanguard. So then, stand and draw. Discard a card. And now, I ride the knight that shows no mercy. The pinnacle of light itself shall conquer the dark and slay Nirvana once and for all. Bow down and look upon your foe and destroy your foe. The ruler! Apex ruler Bastion and skill of rooks. When it's rolled upon Bastion, I get to reveal 3 grade 3s. By revealing 3 grade 3s, I get to draw a card. But why stop there when I can retire my rooks to bring out Vinman Witch Ramana. Battle. Ramana attacks. Skill activate. By counterblasting 1, she gets an extra plus 5k power into the end of this battle. So she's at 18k. I won't guard it. Damage check. No trigger. Now then, Bastion attacks the Vanguard. Really think I'm gonna let a grade 3 attack me while I have 4 damage? Think again. Perfect guard. I'll discard a card. Of course you got a perfect guard. Other than that, drive check. First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. You think I'm done yet? Bastion attacks your Vanguard. Seriously? Guard. I end my turn. Yeah, and it's the start of your final turn. Stand. Draw. Let's get this over with. Right, partner. Now then, I Persona Ride. My front row gets an extra 10k and I draw a card. Next, I think it's time I debut a new card. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I'd like to grab your attention with a new overdress unit. I overdress Virina Arts into Virina Espetica. And because of the Persona ride, it gets an extra 10k. But why stop there? I call from my hand Blaze Fist Monk Gyoku. Now then, it's time to battle. Now then, boost from Trickstar. Nirvana attacks the Vanguard. Do you really think I'm gonna fall for this? You're the one that blabbered the strategy anyway. I perfect guard it, and I discard a card. I discard one card to get rid of it. Oh well, the guard. You actually learned. Well, let's see if you learned enough. Twin Rod. First check. No trigger. Second check. Over trigger. What? No. You just gonna choose a Vanguard, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna choose my Vanguard, alright. Because I'm drawing. I get to draw an extra card and restand it. So, Nirvana restands. This cannot be. This is just unfair. You get to restand? Yeah, but I only get to get one card into my hand. The over trigger is gone forever. So hey, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But Espetica, however, will attack your Vanguard. And its skill activates by counterblasting 1. Not only it gets plus 15k power, giving it a grand total of 48. Wait, 38. Well, he gets a critical of 2. So I have to guard a 38 behemoth with a critical of 2. Yep. Are you gonna guard it or no guard it? Oh, I made a slight miscalculation. It's actually 53 because it's continuous, so gives it the original address, gives it attack equal to the original address's attack points, or well, power, if you will. I don't guard. I can't even guard against a 53,000 power behemoth. I don't guard. Damage check. No trigger. You win, Dragonair. You win. But that was a good card fight, though. Agreed, Link. Agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and your regional champion is Dragonair! Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of the bestest card fights I've ever witnessed. Even go as far as the best card fight I've ever seen, right beside, you know, our dearest champion, of course, against the mysterious dragon, but that's another discussion for another day. So, thank you guys for tuning in to this amazing card fight, and we will see you in the next card fight. Wow, she actually did! I know, right? Like an over trigger and a critical? Yeah, I know, right? That's insane. And she won with her brand new card that she showed us. Virina Espetica, huh? I bet you will want a copy. Of course I would. That card is so powerful. You know, one day I'll be just like her. And I'll be right there in your corner. There you are, Charmander. I was looking for you everywhere. Huh? Oh, hey, Finnegan. Yeah. Decided to come here to chill for a bit. Does this place give a lot of memories? Of course. This is where we all came together. Me, you, and Dragonair. Do miss her, though. But besides the point, you know what today is, right? Yeah, it's a Saturday? Yeah, it's a Saturday, but you're missing your debut as a card fighter? Crap, that was today? Ah, man. Hold on. Alright, I'll meet you guys there. I'll meet you there. Okay, I'll meet you there. Alright, let's go.